Great. So at this part of the agenda, I'm going to introduce the founder and the visionary for the Veterans Art Gallery. Now, most of you know James Agesen, and here's a person who frankly has given his heart and his commitment and his feelings, if I can put it in that way, towards this gallery. So I've asked each of the next three speakers, with James our feature speaker, what his claim to fame is, but he's very humble, you know, and so it's hard to squeeze much out of him. But I guess if I could put it this way, it would be his claim to fame is this place, this gallery.
It is.
Because this really envisions the opportunities that veterans have to express themselves. And we don't give enough consideration to that. You know, I had a father who served in all of World War II in the Army, New Brunswick Rangers, and his brother, who signed up the same day with him, consecutive dog tags, is buried in Belgium. And my mom's brother came back. He was Cape Breton Highlander from Cape, and so obviously Cape Bretoner, and didn't come back quite right. And Dad never talked about these things, and you know, and there's different forms of PTSD. There's different forms of challenges, because I think those who serve have a special place in heaven, and certainly in all our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, James Agesen he's a veteran. He's a first responder with the police. He's a painter. And so I don't know which ones are his, and you might point out one or two of his as we go. But I can tell you, when I looked a little deeper into, I'm going to read this because I think it's really important. There are several themes, I think, that guided this place for him. And as it relates to James personally, reflections on childhood and the trauma associated with his past career. He has this perspective from a soldier's notion of what it is to have served and how you really and truly unleash your hidden talents and in your inner soul. And finally, his work reflects courage and beauty and hope. So it is with a great pleasure and honor that I ask you to help me welcome to the music stand here, James Agesen.
My notes. I'm James Agesen. I'm the founder of this art gallery. It all started, I took a class, painting class, in 2021, and the person that was teaching the class was Steve Tracy, who's an Emmy-winning artist, and he, for some reason, gravitated to my work and asked to mentor me, which I did, mentor under him. And it really helped me with my PTSD and finding some direction and purpose in what's going on. So I decided if it helps me, it's going to help somebody else. And I know quite a few veterans that were having a struggle, and so I started the Veterans Art Initiative in 2022. And the whole idea was we were selling stuff online for the veterans, doing classes at the Legion, police station we did some, and other locations to help them with their art and help them get started, and eventually display the stuff online where they could sell it. So I opened up the art gallery, and it's been quite a success. We're more of a wellness center and art gallery. The Salvation Army is one of the places they called and asked if we could help them, because they have a bunch of veterans there as well, and we just can't because we don't have the resources at this point. But we will. It's on the list, right? So we'll spare up some time and help them transition from, a lot of times it's addiction. So we have to deal with that first, and then we'll deal with getting him back into a productive life, right? They're just lost, that's all it is, you know. They've served their country, and you imagine you have your family, and then all of a sudden you don't have a family. And so a lot of people isolate and drink and do drugs and whatever is required to kill the pain, right? So we help them with that. We have a doctor on staff who's a recovery specialist, Dr. David Bohr. Yeah, so I really appreciate everybody coming, and it's an honor to have such outstanding members of the community, and I know that you are. And I would like to thank you, and I'll sit and talk to anybody that wants to have a chit chat. I'm not a public speaker, so but thank you, and
Good job.
Very good.
So James was telling me that there are some 17 different artists that are represented on the various walls here today. And is everything on the walls for sale?
yes, everything in the place is for sale. So if you see a nail, you want to buy it? No, but the statues and everything that are in here, everything is for sale.
Well, except for this one that the City of London is buying.
The one that Hadley's sitting right beside it?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Because you notice that Hadley is protecting it, so you
Yeah.
can't get closer to it, so good for you.
Deposit.
But this is wonderful, and I'm not sure, and you might help us, how many different pieces of art roughly are there on display?
Over 100.
So, and the point that was made, and I think James made it very well, is that it can go home, it can go to your offices, but it will look stunning wherever you would choose to put it. And incredibly priced, and the point being, when you do this, you're helping a veteran. Hi there, my name is Ed.